So you told your funny story, dude. I mean, this is I'm not joking with you when I say this is probably the best story I will tell on this podcast, and we've done 170 something episodes. I mean, this is the coup de grace right here. This is like the chef's kiss
I
of
don't know, man. You are a part-time owl hunter.
I
So
am. That one was pretty good actually. That was a good story. This one is great.
on,
So,
only the real OG, the OG 2 fans know about the owl story. That's back in the hotspot era of sliced apples.
oh yeah, that was a good story. Okay. So I have to tell this correctly because it's kind of you need every detail here. So I have a buddy, and my buddy is he's a little socially behind, I would say. And what I mean by that is he spends a lot of time kind of in his house doing his own thing. He didn't really go to college. He is just now kind of coming around to going to college. And it's just like one where he's been very, very sheltered. Like I described it to my roommate as he's kind of like the Bubble Buddy in SpongeBob, where he's just very, very fragile. You know, he's very, like I said, sheltered. I cannot emphasize that enough. So he spends a lot of time with his family and kind of just lives in that little bubble. And I knew him in high school, and we kind of kept in touch. And so I got a call from him today that was, I mean, bizarre. Like, he never calls me. So he calls me and he goes, Alex, I need your help. I was like, okay, this is strange. Why are you calling me? And he explains to me that he has been seeing this girl that he met at church. He likes his church girl. So it was kind of, set up within their family, and that's just how it was. So it was going well, and I would hear stories about it from him, really, really excited, and it was going well as far as I knew. And I get a call from him today, and he goes, "Man, I've really enjoyed this relationship. It's been fun. They've been going for like I would say like a month now. Let's say, I don't know the exact start date and end date or whatever it may be.
Hmm.
That is if there is an end date. That we'll get to that. So let's say about a month. They've been going. I'd hear they go on like full day dates. You ever done one of those where you're like you wake up and you meet at like 10 a.m. to like let's say like go to the park and then go get lunch and then go see a movie and then get dinner and then you do something after dinner. You know what I mean? Like if you ever done one
They
of
got
those,
they got too much time on their hands. No, I
I feel
do.
like it was more like a younger man's thing where like you're really into this girl. Like you're almost like your parents drop you off at the mall and you spend all day at the mall with your friends. You've done that. Everybody's done that, right? You've
Yeah,
never
I
done
guess
that?
so. I mean, it's been a while. I can't exactly remember,
I
but
mean, it was never like
yeah.
I've done it. I don't know, a couple of times. I was not really in the like cool kid or I guess rich kid crowd. So when I would get dropped off, we'd like see a movie in the mall and then kind of walk around, do whatever, just do kid shit. Um. Anyway, so he's doing like the cutesy like full day dates with this girl, really into this girl, right? So he calls me and he says I've got an issue, and he brings up the girl and yada yada. Start talking about it. I'm like, what's going on, man? He said, well, the other night, the girl and I, we really have been enjoying our time together, and after one of our dates, I went in for the kiss, and I was like, okay, like, business does, you just kind of go about it, it's not really to me, it's nothing, it's a little bit different than, if you're going to first base as opposed to hitting the grand slam, it's a little bit different. There's not much of a story there. Well, apparently he went in for the kiss, and my man's has never kissed a girl before. Keep that in mind.
How old is your man's here?
25. He's 25 years old. My man's never kissed a girl before. Now, there's no shame in that. There is absolutely no shame in that. It's just a testament to the shelteredness. That's why I emphasized it. The sheltered and just kind of having a different path than most people. He didn't go. He's doing college now, but it's online. It's kind of just different. He's working through one class, doing a part-time job, kind of just, working his way through, grinding. And I respect it, but, he didn't have the experience that you and I had and most people had, where you go and it's the send off, where your parents drop you off and you move in, and it's like, I remember when I got dropped off, dude, and my parents left, I was like, oh, I don't have to do anything anymore. Like, I can do whatever I want. And that ended quickly because I realized I had to do the things I needed to do. But my man's never got that experience. So, wake up, do his schoolwork, go do his job, and then go to his parents' house for dinner. That's just how it is in his life. So just trying to, justify this situation for him, do a little justice. I will not reveal the name. I'm not going to embarrass him. It's not the point.
Let me find out the name is Topher Raznicki.
The Topher. No, Jordan called me. It was actually Jordan. No, I'm joking. So anyway, he tells me this, and I didn't know this about him because it's not something that really guys talk about. You don't really, it's kind of something. I don't know.
Oh my god!
I think. Do you remember your first kiss? I think mine was like outside of like the kindergarten peck. That like I feel like I don't know if a lot of people have it. I had it. I had like a kindergarten peck one time. Dude, I think I kissed a girl in like 7th grade. I was late to the party. So like,
I mean, I don't know if this counts. Probably does because it was like
it was David's first kiss.
I think it was like in 2nd grade.
Okay.
The chick across the street. But
nice.
The thing is, it's kind of like, I was thinking in my head, does it count? But I was like, wait, yeah, we did it a lot.
We did it a lot.
And it was funny. I don't know why I remember this, bro. She had me go kiss her sister too.
Oh my god. Dude, that's funny. What? Do you keep up with this girl? Do you know this girl?
No.
No, like y'all moved.
Yeah,
Bro,
life happened, and yeah, it was
Bro, don't let me hear you that you're kissing sisters and other girls and that sort of thing in 2nd grade. David the player Canella here, 2nd grader, killing it.
Hey man, I was killing the game very young, at a young age. I just couldn't keep them off of me.
I love that.
They were on the street and they knew what's up.
The fact that it's on the street, it's unbelievable. I think so. I had one that was like, I want to say it was like a 1st grade, like my kindergarten 1st grade peck. We had like it was like a backpack closet area. So we'd have like the classroom. And it was one of those deals where, like, whenever you have a classroom and you're that young, at least the school I went to, it was like that same teacher taught you all of the subjects, like, because it's like kindergarten, 1st grade. Like, you just have to be able to put up with the kids. You can teach the kids what they need to know. You have a 2nd grade or a 1st grade reading level, you can teach them. So we had like a little backpack room that we'd put all our stuff in. And I remember, like, my situation was, I had like this huge crush on this girl, and it was, I don't even remember how it happened, like how it came about, like the conversation, the transaction. I don't think, because I think I feel like it was common in my like lower grade school that like girls would exchange kisses for like cookies and stuff like that. Did you ever have that? No? Is that like, I feel like that was a thing that I remember deep in the young Alex brain, was like little exchanges, little like bartering, prostitution, minorism kind of deal. But I didn't partake in it. But I had like my little kindergarten, 2nd grade, whatever, peck in the backpack room when everybody was like going out to recess. It's like the girl, like we did our little peck back there, and I was so jittery. I remember I ran home and told my mom, I was like, Mom, I kissed my crush. Oh. And then, it went through 8th grade, and she ended up dating the cool guy, and I didn't date her ever. So that was my peak right there, was 2nd grade, if you didn't know, 2 fans. Anyway, so my man's never kissed a girl, and they had this whole date day. They get to the very end of it. He gets to, reaching in, leaning in, the classic, Lady and the Tramp sort of situation, leaning in, and apparently he just totally fumbles it. Like this girl, they went for it, they kissed, and apparently, according to my man's, the girl looked at him and said, "We're gonna need to take some time."
Like, okay,
Yeah, like
I need
exactly.
to wait. So, did he kiss her? Did he
He
not?
kissed her, and then she looked at him, and according to my man, said, "We're gonna need to take some time after the kiss." Now,
So,
two fans, just take a second and think about that. Like we've all had that moment where, like, you know, there's been that girl that said something not too nice like that, you know, kind of left you feeling pretty low about yourself. And it's usually not at the first kiss. Like usually you don't, you know, he's been seeing this girl pretty frequently for the past month. And then they finally kiss, which this is so funny. This is like second grade gossip to me. And she looks at him and says that we need to take some time. Like she needs to think about her decision to kiss you. And I don't really know what to think of it. I kind of thought, I was like, man, like, was it really that bad? Like, I feel like you watch enough TV, you watch enough movies, like you pick up on what's going on. Like you kind of know, you know, your way around it in a way. You know, I feel like you just pick it up. But I feel like at maybe 25 years old, she might have some experience that he may not have.